Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic the Gathering online league. We're back with Karn Eldrazi Ramp on the play for game one, and two pretty bad opening hands. Yeah, replace it with a lab, I'd be more tempted to keep, but 'tis not. I'll keep this one. Pitch Karn, pitch Ugin. Done. We'll go Wooded Foothills, pass, but pause on end step and fetch Hedge Maze so we can dig one deeper for a land ideally. I'd love to see a lab on top. Either that or a temple, of course. Temple would be palatable. Blood Crypt, fetch. For Hedge Maze, trigger, temple is keepable. And Rumble. We'll go for the Stomping Grounds. And pass. And hold. Paying cost. Or not. Going to... Ooh, okay. Well, that tells us everything we need to know. So I think that was intentional. So I'm pretty sure they have persistent hand. So I go Stomping Grounds, Shock. Play Talisman of Curiosity. Cast Sowing Mycospawn. Bajuka Bog. And pass. Next turn we'll be able to Null Drift. So this looks like Reanimator or Indomitable Creativity. Regardless, they are definitely going to go for a Persist line there. Stomping Grounds tells me that's probably Creativity. Run 6. We'll grab back the Bloodstained Mire. Draw. Forest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's go to combat. Hit Run 6. I do think going Null Drifter actually is right here because that way they are forced to sack. At the same time, the Sire might be the right choice. That's because it's hard for the Archon of Cruelty to get through it. Pass. Plays the Bloodstained Mire. Fetch. So yeah, this looks like Indomitable Creativity. Blood Crypt, Shock. Run 6, grab back. Paying cost 4. Fable. Go to combat. Attack Sire at 6. And Sowing Mycospawn at you. I will... Do we want a Drifter? I think we can hold up the K return. Yes, we'll hold up the K return. If they go to combat before anything else, we will likely have to K return prior to the Goblin Shaman making a token. 2 Archon. Yikes. Thoughtseize. I think I just have to cast this now. Yes. And pass. I'll take the Null Drift. Lethal's on board. Persist. Sack. So I need something on board now. Another 7-mana value spell would work. That way, we can get the Archon off board. Otherwise, just anything that would make a creature. Shit. Yeah, that's a problem. Breeding Pool tapped and passed. No point in not. Problem is, we're gonna have to sacrifice the Sire. Yeah, that sucks. One, two, three, four, five, six. One short on exiling the Archon with K command. We can play an Ugin though off top. Discards 2 lands, attack for 6. Hits me for 9 in total. Down to 19. Zeatora's Proving Ground. 7-mana value spell. Kind of, not really. I'll cast this now, question mark, before they can copy the Archon. And pass. Paying cost for Patchwork Formation. Makes a food so that way they can Indomitable Creativity, question mark. Down to 11. Looting. 2 creativities. Draw. You have to be joking me. We're gonna go down to 3 as it stands. For red, pass. Gain some life. Funny thing is, I think if they had kept the creativities, they may have been able to... Oh, never mind. Bolt gets me. Wow, we just drew into brick after brick. That's so unfortunate. Alright, let's move on to game 2 then. How do you want to approach this matchup? Dismember seems right. Return's obviously better. Karn is okay. We can at least cut the gemstone, cut the ghost quarter, keep the bog. Do we want Jailer in? Jailer seems reasonable to cut off the persist lines. The question whether or not is if we keep Karn. If we do, we should probably keep bringing 1 Jailer. But I guess we have Tormod's Crypt. Cut what then? EE for 0 can hit the tokens just fine. So Karn there is nice. We cut an Emrakul, cut a Sire. Yeah, let's run it back like this. You also have to worry about Terastodon now in game 2. Alright. On the play for game 2. I'll keep. We do need a red source for command and for Chrysalis, but or not command, return and Chrysalis, but we do have command X1, X2 even. Best draw off the top is what? Probably a Malevolent Rumble. So 3 hits there. Shock, looting, pitching. I'd imagine some number of Archon. No Archon. Pitching with Persist instead. Draw. Play the Forest. And pass and hold. And opponent just concedes. Okay. Weird, but sure. Bring back in the Gemstone. I'm wondering if Karn is good enough on the draw. I don't think so. So I'm thinking that we bring in this. We already have the second Jailer. I think bring in the Sire and Emrakul back. You could bring in Stonebrain. Let's run back like this. Yeah. Let's see, we mulligan this and geez. Keep this one. Imprint. Play cast. Command. Pitch Stomping Ground? Question mark. Yeah, we'll pitch the Stomping Ground. And pass. Thoughtseize takes out the command, I imagine. I might instead imprint the Sire in case we rumble over a return then. So imprint, Sire, pass, and pass. I guess I should hold up the ability to respond on the off chance of Beseiju. They are playing green. Shock to 13. Renin 6. We can pass in full then. And draw. There's Myco spawn. So we want a soul land then. There's Temple. And pass. So the question is, do they take the turn to ping the spawn? If not, we kick. Fetch. Down to 12. Mountain. Fable. Minus sack, as it's the responsible thing to do. So we can't kick the Myco spawn then. Emrakul. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The issue is Terastodon. So I will cast the Sowing Myco spawn. Yeah. We could go Eldrazi Temple, or we could go Lab. 2, 4, 6. We'd be one short of an Ugin. I'll go Temple. No sense going Bajuka Bog. Well, that might not be true. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Be one short of the Emrakul. I'll go Temple, and I'll pass. We might regret not going for the Bajuka Bog. We'll see. And I guess they get to draw 2 regardless, right? Yeah, so they should have a land. Pitches and Archons. They could have a persist line then. Sure enough. Pitch the Chrysalis that is currently uncastable. If we draw into a land, we have Emrakul. The only problem with going with Emrakul is we can't actually attack the Archon into it. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. So we just need to hope that they'd have an Indomitable Creativity in hand. Rumble. There's Ugin. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yeah. Go Gemstone Cavern. Because I can't play the Ugin. 7, 8. Okay, so we will have a spawn to sacrifice the Archon. Our turn, comrade. Paying cost to bolt the token. That would be the right move. Because it would mean I wouldn't be able to attack. Paying cost, bolt me. Okay. Paying cost, bolt me down to 9. Patchwork Formation, Fable the Mirror Breaker. Not what we wanted to see. Destroy target creature flying. Oh! Well, that works out so much better. And a Beseiju. Fable trigger. Okay, just to confirm here of Patchwork Formation. Yeah, it just says destroy target creature flying. Beseiju does specifically say destroy target artifact an opponent controls is the only issue. So yes, we can Patchwork Formation the Archon. I can run and 6 down the Reflections of Kiki Jiki. I'm not entirely afraid of the Beseiju at this point. So yes, let's start with Patchwork Formation, cast it, destroy target creature of flying, target Archon of Cruelty. Archon of Cruelty is down. I can then attack with the Goblin Shaman. Create a treasure, trigger. Go to blocks. I can minus Ren and 6, target Reflections of Kiki Jiki. Cast Ren and 6. Oh, god damn it. Which one? Okay, newly controlled. Jesus Christ. Target Reflections of Kiki Jiki. Play Beseiju. And that just leaves the Fable. Passing. I guess in retrospect, I also could have Renin 6 to target self twice, so that way they're on 13 and lethal damage. That may have been the right choice in retrospect. Oh. I may have made a mistake there. Soulless Jailer. Go to combat. Attack you. Down to 2. Cast Null Drift. Utopia Sprawls. Cast Soulless Jailer and pass. Yeah, I think I'm gonna regret not pinging them rather than the Goblin Shaman. Alright, let's see what you got. Discarding cards. Pitches an Archon. Do you have the Indomitable Creativity? Nope, they do not. Dwarven Mine. They find it. 1 card left in hand. Because a Terastodon would be an issue. What you got, opponent? They have it. Creativity on that. They find the Terastodon, but they need to take out both the Null Drifter and Emrakul, giving me 2. Opponent scoops it up. Why do they scoop there? If they had targeted Drifter Emrakul, targeted one of their own lands, they then would have had 3 blockers, right? I could have, yes, played the Sire's 7 Deaths next turn. But yeah, they didn't need to concede there. They still had at least a turn. Oi. Okay, well, that was a close one. But yeah, in retrospect, maybe I was right going Renin 6. Ping self, Renin 6, ping self. Hell, we could have even gone Renin 6, ping self, Renin 6, pick up a Surveil land. Or not Surveil land, but a fetch land to Surveil. And set up the next draw to make sure that it wasn't a creativity. That would have still put them down to 13. That may have been the right choice, because my thought was by getting rid of the reflections of Kiki Jiki, at least then we don't end up into a scenario where they can persist into Archon copy or Indomitable Creativity for Terastodon or Archon. That was my thought process. Yeah, not sure. I mean, like I said, they had a turn here. They were not dead by any stretch. Interesting. All right, well, regardless, we got the win. We'll be back for match 2. All right, and we're back for match 2 on the play for game 1. We'll keep this. We can go... Yeah, there's no reason to go Temple first, right? No. So we will go Windswept Teeth, pass, put a pause on end step. I do want to go for a Stomping Ground so I can play the Writhing Crest, though. Snow-Covered Island, Soul Guide Lantern. Feel like Affinity if I had to wager a bet. We'll go Stomping Grounds, tapped, and draw. Sprawl. We could just ramp. Not a bad idea, honestly. For green and pass. And pass. So we have 5 mana next turn. We can play the Chrysalis and a Rumble. There's Corey's Steel Cut. This might be the Jeskai Ascendancy version. Yeah, that's my guess. We'll take the 3. I haven't seen Emery yet. Or the Jeskai, of course. Draw. Bob will target me. Would love to see a Karn. So I Mycospawn. Huh. Interesting. I want to Rumble. Because we find a soul land, we can then kick. Might be better actually go double green and then use the colorless. So that way we can go... Yeah, let's do this. Rumble. No dice. I mean, you can go another Mycospawn. We can go Ugin. Ugin can get rid of Emery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd be short for Ugin, though. So maybe it's better we just go Mycospawn. Alright, we'll cast Mycospawn. We're not likely to cast Sire next turn, so we'll just go Ugin Lab and Imprint Sire. And hold up the ability to respond. This way if they play Emery, we can kick Mycospawn and... Okay, Tamiyo. Kick Mycospawn and Bojuka Bog. They have blue for Emery still. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So we will Rumble. Again, looking for Karn. Bobble triggers the Monk. And Corey's Steel Cut. Blue for Repeal. Oh, interesting. Repeals their own Amber, flips the Tamiyo. Well, that's a bit worrisome. Pluses Tamiyo. Amber. Now they're 4/4s. We'll have to take the 8. Methinks. Repeal. What in the hell is going on here? Well, now I'm not really wanting to take the 10. Sorry, the 12. Criminy. Tarn. Yeah, I mean, I'm scared of a bolt, right? Got a blocks. Go down to 9. Weird. Red. Red for what? End step. Yep, exile. No Emrakul for me. Auto target me. And draw. Oh, good timing. Good timing on that soul guide. I'm gonna go another rumble. Play Sanctum of Ugin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, Sanctum of Ugin. Play Sanctum. Kick Myco Spawn. Myco Spawn kicked. Go for blue or for red? I think we go for red. Because amber can't make red, but it can make blue. Bajuka Bog doesn't seem like a good option right now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'll go with Temp. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we did not have enough to go make our Chrysalis first. So yeah, we'll go Temp. Oh, actually, may have been right to go Bog for the repeal. I just realized. Shoot. Because, yeah, Tamiyo can return a repeal. Not sure if it's relevant, but it might be. At least it's an instant, so Emrakul will be unaffected. Hold. 3 cards in hand. So yes, Tamiyo can minus a repeal. Bounce the Myco Spawn? No. They can bounce the Amber to grow again. Yeah, so I think we need to go Bajuka Bog. Shoot. Ascendancy. Yes, we did need to go. Oh boy. So yeah, we should have stuck our gut on the Bajuka Bog. Shoot. Right now we're not dead yet. Keywords. If that's it, we'll go down to 4. Okay. So blocks. Go down to 4. Paying cost for what? Emery. Okay, so we can just mill them out. Yeah, we can just mill them out with their own deck. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I can go Chrysalis first. Thank God for that noise. No reason, because we'll just mill them out. And pass. Okie dokie, so let's mill them out basically. So we will go draw. So Emery, target, Amber. I'll generate, we'll say, blue. Cast Amber. And opponent scoops it up. Okay, perfect. Thank you, opponent, for being kind to me there. Win for game one. That was a close one. But yeah, we really should have gone Soin Mycospawn for Bajuka Bog. Thinking that this was Ascendancy, it was the right choice given the repeal. Okay. So Jailer in, Trinisphere in, Dismember. We actually want to keep some Trinispheres. Well, no, Chalice kind of covers our bases there, right? For 0. I mean, cut. Ghost Quarter, not so much, right? Let me check my sideboard guide. Jeskai Ascendancy. Cut the K returns. Emrakul Sire. Emrakul Sire. One Jailer. Okay, I guess I don't bring it all in. I guess that makes sense. That way we can have an option. So yes, we'll cut the returns. Bring in this member. Cut Emrakul. Cut Sire. I wonder if actually cutting the Drifters right instead of the Emrakul. Yeah, I want to say that might be correct. So instead of Emrakul, at the same time they do have Grave Hate, which can mean that Emrakul kind of just is a dead card in hand. So yeah, we'll play around that and bring in the Null Drifter so we can dig deep. Null Drifter becomes a little bit worse when we don't have a K return to trigger, but it does allow us to dig deep for hate pieces, right? Double Dismember. I mean, it hits Emery, but that's kind of all we can do with this hand. I'm gonna mulligan. Like, what makes this hand better? Soul Lands? Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan. Trinisphere, good. Pitch a World Break. And pass. We'll go Wooded Foothill, pass, and then fetch into a Stomping Grounds. Tapped. Ugin Lab, World Break into Trinisphere. Draw. Talisman. Alright, we'll shake that up instead. World Breaker into Talisman and pass. And pass. Urza Saga. Urza Saga is a problem, but one we can play around. Either Spellbomb, target creature, Mox Amber, and Emery? Emery. Blue for Tameo. Soul Guide Lantern. Has to take a card from their own yard. That is relevant. Lexa Otawara. And draw. Karn. K command. We're short of K commanding the Emery. And it might be best for us to hit the Saga token of the K command. So in that case, I do think I will simply cast Trinisphere. Play Wooded Foothills. And put a pause on end step. Saga. Because next turn we can K command the Emery. Do they have any lands? Oh, I messed that up. Well, I'm gonna fetch. I did mess that up. I wasn't thinking they're gonna pass all the way through. Whoops. Go Cavernous Souls, name Eldrazi. on end step, they should Saga, make a token, basically. Yes. In response, make spawns and exile Emery. And done. And pass. This is a 4/4. I'll pass. Do they have a Haywire Mite? They would need a green source, but if they do, then they can get rid of the Trinisphere. Mox Opal. Okay. There's Corey's Steel Cup, but it'll be really hard to re-trigger that. I'll... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I'll take. Down to 10. And draw. Dismember. 1, 2, 3, 7. Return Worldbreaker to hand. And opponent's going to scoop it up. Opponent scoops it up. Alright, we got the win against Jeskai Ascendancy. We'll be back for match 3. Alright, and we're back for match 3 on the play for game 1. Green source or force would make this so much better. Mulligan. Wow, not much better. Mulligan. Keep. Pitch Ghost Quarter Chrysalis. Keep Temple, Temple, Forest. So yes, we'll go Temple, Forest, Rumble, Temple, Mycospawn. So yes, we pitch Ghost Quarter Chrysalis. Keep. Done. Reveals Devour. The good news is if this is a mirror match, we're in a good position. Of a turn 3 kicked Mycospawn. Now they could use a K command to interact with the spawn, which would be unfortunate. We do have a Ghost Quarter in the deck to interact with their mana base though, so it might be okay. Thought Not Seer would suggest me Tron. Yeah, okay. We're good then. Rumble for Mycospawn. And pass. So now we can Mycospawn into Mycospawn. This should just be the game. Power Plant would have been a good time for K Command X0. We'll go after the Power Plant. And then go Temple. And pass. And pass. Depending on what they play here, we might just go Drifter. Waste. I think we go Drifter, funny enough. Because Drifter will allow me to simply start annihilating. Draw 2. Talisman. Wooded Foothill. Go to combat. And pass. 17. 3. K Command X1. Yes. Zero top, 1 bottom draw. Put a pause on end step. Another tower, that's fine. You can play Karn here. I won't care about that too much. I think we wooded foothills, forest, stomping grounds in case that is the case, so that way we can... Thought-Knot's fine. You can grab the Myco spawn. Not too upset by that. Uh-huh. Fetch. For a stomping ground. Tapped. Utopia Sprawl. For red. Debating whether or not, yeah, I think it's right to return. Talisman. Return. And is there a reason to play the Ugin's Lab? There's no reason not to. Annihilator 1. Sacks the Mind Stone, I imagine. Sacks the Waste, okay. Down to 10. We'll pass. And we're on top deck mode now, which is fine. Finds another tower. They won't attack. They'll block, or keep a blocker for the Myco spawn. But with Null Drifter annihilating once a turn, they're in a bit of a pickle. We'll hold back the lab, no reason to cast or play it. And pass. 2 for K command X2. I can still get back into this is the problem. Sack a spawn to the Annihilator trigger. One top, one bottom, draw. Sacrificing a spawn. Down to 6. And pass. Ugin Lab, do you imprint? You have the Devourer. There's the imprint. 3, 5, 6, 7. They could have a Cyrus 7 death. That would prove to be an issue. Karn into bridge. There's the bridge. They'll cast the bridge. Draw. Alright, in that case, I'm going to go for a big K command. And hold up green. There's a Cyrus 7 deaths. There's rumbles. Wild that we didn't find anything. Bottom. I'm gonna say bottom for the sire. Yeah, I think I bottom all except for one rumble. No imprint. Done. See if we can find an Emrakul. We don't find an Emrakul, but we do find a World Break for the following turn. So give and take there, I suppose. The only thing I worry about now is another Thought-Knot Seer. So I wonder As strange as it might sound, if we go for Writhing Chrysalis instead, the thought there is that way we can, like, they can try and go for Tormod's Crypt or K command, but we can play around that. So yes, I think I go Writhing Chris, as strange as that sounds. And pass it back. Because this way we play around Thought Knot. If Karn grabs, let's say, Tormod's Crypt, that's not the end of the world. Because we can play around that as well. Plays Temple. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So don't have Ulamog yet. Fleshraker resolves. Do you minus Karn? And if so, for what? Minus Karn, that resolves. Or liquid metal coating, that is fine. They don't play liquid metal coating. That tells me they have a K command in hand. Yes. Go to end step. Return Worldbreaker to hand. Sack 1, 2, 3. Sack a lab. There's the K command as expected. In response, we'll return Worldbreaker again. And sack another lab. They'll grab the K return, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Sack a lab. That returns. I will pass in full at this point. And draw. 1 card in hand, 2 cards in hand. I think we go Emrakul instead. Yeah? Yeah. Yes, so they'll draw, so they'll go up to 2, can push them up to 3, Karn plus on bridge. Alternatively, I can just simply world break, get rid of bridge. But then what do we lose to? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 12. So let me confirm mana here for a second. 9. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 minus 2 would be 13. So yes, I can in fact cast Writhing Chris. And Emrakul. And that should be the game. right, our turn, comrade. So there's Liquid Metal Coating. There's Glaring Flesh Rake. Go to main. We can return Devour to hand. I can sacrifice the Mind Stone to draw a card. Ugin. Does Ugin help you here? Each print, that's one or more colors. Not really. I can plus on Karn on the bridge. Yeah. Yeah. Go to combat. Attack, attack, attack. Go to blockers. So block, block, block. Yep, that will work. To damage. Target me. There's a K command. No point in playing the Liquid Metal, Devourer, or Ugin, so it'll sack your spawns. And pass. Alright, opponent. All up to you now. Can you deal with my board? I don't think there's a way, unless you have another bridge, but even if you have another bridge, we have the breaker. You can play the Glaring Flesh Rake, but you shouldn't have enough mana to kill me with it. So it seems like a win. Opponent's thinking hard here, and they've conceded. Alright, on to game 2. So bring in Consign, bring in Dismember. Cut the K see, K return's kind of interesting here because of Glaring Flesh Rake. To my knowledge, they don't play Emrakul, so we can cut Bog. They do have Grave interaction, so Emrakul feels a bit meh. I think we do cut the K return. Like, yeah, hitting the Glaring Flesh Rake is nice. They do play Sire, so we do need Sire. They play Grave Hate in the way of K Command, of course. So Emrakul gets a bit iffy. So I'll go down to 1 and then run it back like this. Yeah. I will keep. I will pass. Opponent goes down to 6. We'll go Forest Sprawl for red. I think we go Lab or Temple. Depends on what we draw, I suppose. Power Plant, draw, Sire. For red. Pass. We could imprint the Sire, cast the Myco Spawn. 2, 4, 5, 6. We'd be short 1. 3 for a Flesh Rake. Draw. K command. In that case, I think we're going to imprint Sire and hold K command. They play Karn. They only have 1 mana left. There's Karn. That will resolve. They'll go for liquid metal coating. Stone Brain. That's fine. That is actually more than fine. I'm kind of confused by that choice. Map. Cycle. Yep. End step. They currently have 4, but we're going to kick it down. So I'm actually tempted to kick or exile the spawn here. Let's exile the spawn. It is a resource war after all. Alright, World Breaker. So we can follow up with a World Breaker as well. Kick the lab. The question does become, do we go for the Ghost Quarter? I think I do. Go for Ghost Court. And what's in exile? I think we go for the power plant. And pass. 2, 4, 6, 7, yes. So next turn we can World Break, or we can Ugin. 2, 4, 5, 6. We'll be short 1 if they do go Liquid Metal. But then they'll have to block. Yeah. There's Lab. No Imprint. Brain. Triggers Flesh Rake, but this is going to be their entire turn. Brain, target, or name what? And they're going to have to block... Yeah, they'll have to block the Flesh Rake when I attack Karn. So in Mike's one, that's fine. Go ahead. That is fine by me, friend. No attacks. You should at least plus Karn if nothing else. Hell, you can even plus on the map. Minus Karn for another bridge. If you go bridge, we have the breaker, so that's not really an issue. Not to mention we can short you on another land with our breaker if we really want. Liquid metal. So you're going to block the Flesh Rake then. That's what you're telling me. So go to combat. Attack Karn. Yep, you have to block. I mean, if I just go Ugin here, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I'm pretty sure at that point I just win. I guess they can liquid metal the forest, which is the downside. But as long as we get to 11, that's all that matters. Sanctum trigger. Ugin, no targets. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to lose 2. I'm going to say no. Draw 2, or draw 1. Imagines to draw 2. Karn next turn will pass. Again, I have a 2-turn clock with Ugin on board. They need to deal with Ugin. If they don't, they lose. Mind Stone, that's fine. Local Metal, that's fine. Sure, go ahead and strip mine my forest. That's okay. Oh, weird. 2, 4, 5, 6. This is red, right? Yes. Draw a card. Go to combat. Attack Karn. Again, as long as Ugin's on board next turn, we win. Ugin, no targets. Misty Rainforest. Fetch. For Breeding Pool Shock. Talisman of Impulse. No targets. Trigger 1. Always yield. Trigger 2. 3. 4 mana. Karn. Trigger. No targets. Minus Karn? Yes. Liquid Metal Coating. Pass. And pass. That should just be the game. We're going to kick all of your lands. I guess they took out my Mycospawn, so I guess we're just going to world break your lands. But yeah, we got it. Clean win against Eldrazi Tron. We'll be back for match 4. Alright, and we're back for match 4 on the play for game 1. Yeesh, mulligan. Better. Keep. Forest, Sprawl red. Temple, Mycospawn. Do we drop Karn or do we drop Rumble? We could also drop the Breeding Pool. Yeah, we'll drop the Breeding Pool. This way we have decent coverage across aggro and combo. Down to 5 cards. Forest, Sprawl red, and pass, and pass. Arid Mesa, pass. Ugin Lab, Temple, cast Mycospawn. My main concern here would be Ruby Storm again. So I'm thinking if we were to go Hedge Maze to try and get a 7-mana value spell on top, because that would allow me to go Karn into Soulish Jailer. I'm going to go Hedge Maze. Sprawl to Yard. And pass. And pass. It didn't fetch with the Arid Mesa, why? Flooded Strand. Fetch. Steam Vent Shock. Discharge. Okay. Could be Control. Jeskai Control, question mark? Breeding Pool. Cast KGC. KGC resolves. Minus KGC. What runs Discharge in these colors? My only thought is Jeskai Control, right? So a Jailer would be good to interact with a Scepter Chant. Yeah. Yes. At the same time, let's start off with Liquid Metal. Breeding Pool, tapped, and pass. I mean, if they have double discharge, then so be it. Fetch. Meticulous Archive. Pass. Fetch. Flage. Sacred Foundry Shock. Yeah, this feels like a Flage. Yeah, so Karn down. 2, 4, 6, 7 mana Thy Spell would be nice. Temple. I'll play the Liquid Metal and pass. They might be able to cast the Flage next turn, which is worrisome. Stock up. Need to not draw into duds, then we'll be fine. Null Drift would be fine. Malevolent Rumble would be fine. Myco Spawn would be good. You gotta be joking me. Pass. I can cast everything in my deck. 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, I can cast everything in our deck now. Without fail. Arena of Glory for 12 damage to face. That's a yikes. Yeah, no matter what I grabbed with Karn, then it would have been GG's. Short of me preemptively grabbing a Tormod script, which just didn't seem like a good option. It's either Trinisphere, Soulless Jailer, or Liquid Metal. I guess Brain could have been an option. Maybe Brain would have been the safest option, actually. Down to 8. Lethal on board. Draw. You have to be joking me. We'll concede. Drew into nothing but duds. So this looks like not just Jeskai Ascendancy, this looks like control. Lost for game 1. So yeah, the only thing I think I could have picked off of Karn that would have been relevant there would have been the Stone Brain. For Jeskai control, do I actually have anything? I guess we can bring in Jailers. The returns are really not doing much. Could bring in Chalice. Just do it like that. Yeah. Because at least the Jailers do play around the Scepter Chant. And we can always go for Trinisphere of Karn instead if it sticks. Yeah, that seems right. At the same time, if they're like on Solitudes, maybe the returns are not bad. On the play for game 2. I'll keep. Go Hedge Maze, Trigger, Rumble, Top, and Pass. And pass. Arid Mesa, draw, Temple, Rumble. Do you have Spell Snare? You do not. Could go Myco Spawn. Let's go Myco Spawn. And pass. I guess I should hold up the ability to respond and allow a chance they use a Galvanic Discharge. So no Spell Snare at least. That's good. I'd love to draw into a 7 mana value spell. That way I can go Myco Spawn. I guess even a Temple would be good, but a Myco Spawn into Jailer. Holding. Alright, so the question of the day, consign or something else. Could just be a counter spell. Fetch of the Verdant Catacomb. I'll go for Stomping Ground Shock. Cast Sowing Mycospawn non-kicked. You have a consigned memory. Or just a counter spell. There's the consign. We'll pass in full. I do worry about Scepter Chant coming up. We'll pass and hold. Okay, we can use the Sowing Mycospawn as bait. Draw. Gemstone. Cast Sowing Mycospawn again. Let's see if they have another consign. Fetch of the Flooded Strand. Island. Snapcast for consign. Do you consign the body or the trigger? Gives me a land, that's surprising. I'll go with a temple. Play a gemstone. Play jailer and pass. We have a subtlety. No subtlety. So now we've locked out Scepter Chant. Thundering Falls. Keeps it on top and passes. Draw. Let's start with Malevolent Rumble. Resolves. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go Sire 7 Deaths. Play Sanctum of Ugin. Cast Sire. Do you have another consign? Triggers. Yes. For Emrakul or for Drifter? I'm going to go Emrakul. Sire resolves. That's suspect. A little bit of afraid of Scepter Chant off of them exiling a jailer with a Solitude. Oh no. Okay, there's exiling the Sire. That is fine. Down to 11. And pass. So they have to have an answer for the Emrakul then. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I am one short. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so I need a 7-mana value spell if I want to go Karn and Emrakul. Arid Mesa. And draw. Misty Rain doesn't cut it. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Actually, I have an idea. Go Misty Rain, fetch. Pretty sure I only have the breeding pool and I have a forest left. Go forest. Cast KGC. Because there isn't a Planeswalker in Yard yet, meaning that they counter the KGC, we can then cast the Emrakul. And if they counter the KGC, then we're just solid. Or if they don't, then we just have KGC, right? So they give me the KGC. We can minus with Karn. The question is for what? Could go Stonebrain. Could go Liquid Metal. Not really convinced on the Liquid Metal. Could also go for a Tormod's Crypt. Preemptively. Stonebrain kind of covers Flage as well. Could go Trinisphere, but I think we go Stonebrain. Cast Stonebrain. Fetch the Arid Mesa. Do you counter it? Olive Fountain, shock down to 8. Counterspells the Stonebrain. Okay. We get the counterspell to hand. We still have the Emrakul available to us next turn. I'll block with the Jailer, see if they have a discharge for it. Karn still protects us from Scepter Chant. Stock up. Draw. Sprawl. Red. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 minus 4 would be 13 still. Yes. Go... Oh, that's right, I brought in Chalice of the Void. Whoops. Yeah, that's a thing I did. That sure is a thing I did. Shoot. It's an exile. Sire, right? Well. I had an idea. Now I don't. I guess I could go Trinisphere. At least taxes them. Not by much, but by some. Could go Liquid Metal Coating. Yeah, I think we just go Coating at this point. 7. Coating, target. Triome. 7, 11, 12, 13. Phase change. No attacks. Play lab. No imprint. Cast Emrakul. At this point, we do pass in full. Counterspell or consign? Consign. Okay, that's fine. And it didn't matter if we went for Trinisphere or not. And if I had gone for Chalice, I probably went for Chalice on 4. Or rather 2. We'll pass. We still have a blocker for Karn. We still have a way to get out from underneath the Scepter Lock. We just need to draw into some action. Last thing we want to see is a Flage, though. Stock up. And they're digging pretty deep. Thankfully, they don't have one red source, but if they have the Flage, then they kill the Karn. Maybe they forget that. They can escape through Jailer. That would be ideal. We can play anything in our deck right now, so as long as we don't draw into bricks, we're fine. And moments like this remind me of why Mystic Forge is nice, but it's way too niche. Great in the grindy matchups, but otherwise a bit of a dud. Alright, need to find a Flage for the Karn. You did. Oh, Prismatic Ending, that's fine. That is fine. Attack with Snapcast. We block. Actually, we block. Might as well if it's here. Elegant Parlor. Keep it on top. Pain cost. For Soul Guide Lantern. Can't activate it, which is nice. Yep, that's fine. And draw. Really? Plus Karn. Play it just so we can thin. Put a pause on not my end step on theirs. Pain cost. For Charmal. Charmal's fine. I can still play anything in my deck right now. Karn will go down to Charmal though. Reveal, draw 3, land, attack, we block. End step fetch to 22. Breeding Pool, tapped, and draw. Gotta be joking me right now. What am I afraid of? Flage? I suppose I could go Trinisphere 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't go Trinisphere then Chalice though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 2 after Chalice. If I want to take out Flage into Fairy. Karn's dead, but we can just use it as a damage soak too. So I'm not too worried. We could go for Tormod's Crypt in case they have Days Undoing. Let's first see if Chalice resolves. I'm gonna go Crypt first. Let's see if Chalice resolves. Done. Chalice of the Void. Could just go Crypt. Otherwise we're taking 4 to the face. Take 4 to the face or Crypt. We haven't seen any sign of Narset Even Narset's locked underneath Chalice, though. I'll just plus and eat the 4 and pass. Yeah, we'll just do that. You just need to not draw into bricks, please. I said at the very least, no Flage. Trauma hits Karn, Karn down. Again, we still are getting around the Scepter lock with Soulless Jailer. We haven't seen a sign of that either. Reveal. Draw. Dude. What is my luck right now? Talisman and pass? This is brutal. Down to 7. Yeah, I've seen... I guess I saw like a couple threats. Seven cards in hand. Big Tef? Wrath for 2. Well, that's rude. Hit me for 4. So Scepter Lock is currently off board and Flage is online. Or I guess both Scepter Lock is, yeah, available. What? Oh, my variance. Variance is killing me right now. Okay. I mean, Arena of Glory, Hasty Flage. Oh no, actually I die to that, don't I? That doesn't look like it. What is this? What am I seeing right now? Flage. Okay. Do you have Arena of Glory? If you do, I lose. Oh, they had it in Yard. I didn't even realize it. When did that happen? Must have been recent. Shoot. There's Tef. Maybe I should have went to Tormod's Crypt. I mean, actually, no, it wouldn't matter too much. Yeah, that variance is god-awful. Like, we went through, I think, almost every land in our deck. Wild. Well, sometimes play the numbers, and sometimes the numbers play you. We'll be back for match 5. Alright, and we're back for match 5 on the play for game 1. I'll keep... Like, we can play anything in our deck. I think I'll go Breeding Pool tapped in case we draw into a Chrysalis. Yeah, go Breeding Pool, tap, Temple, Rumble. Just hope they don't have Thoughtseize or a Counterspell. Because either of those means we're top decking for our lives. Opponent may be away from keyboard, so we'll be back once they've returned. Alright, opponent has returned. They kept 6. Let's go to main, tap, and pass, and pass. Sacred Foundry, shock. So it looks like energy. Ragavan, draw. K command. In that case, Temple. I guess we actually should have played the Temple first rather than because of this exact scenario. Yeah. We would have been able to K command X2. Yeah. Normally I pay attention to that fact, and this time I didn't for whatever reason. We'll hold up the ability to respond on off chance they want to Galvanic Discharge or whatnot. Double red. White, red, a Johnny, a Johnny. Pass and full. Draw. I'm gonna go Forest. Forest Rumble. See if we can hit a Null Drifter and a K return. No Drifter or K return. We'll go Myco Spawn. And we could Myco Spawn. It would be a blocker, but it's not like we're blocking cats. But it would ramp us into a 7 mana next turn. I just need to draw it though. So I'll go for our last temp. And pass. And pass. Another Arena of Glory. You can't block the Cat Warrior. Hasting what? Or not? What is going on here? Ragavan. Okay. Bombardment. So Sat Cat targets spawn. Sat Cat targets spawn. And then ping. Yeah, I mean, I think casting the Ragavan would have been the right move, personally. Draw. Dude. Oh, the last 2 games are not being kind to me. Put a pause on end step. We'll go for a Hedge Maze. Take 4. Down to 16. Hits Sire of 7 Deaths. Mother trucker. That would have definitely got me back into the match. At least they can't cast it, but geez. Makes a cat, hits me for 3. We're down to a theoretical 10. Down to a theoretical 9. Hedge Maze, trigger. K command on top. Okay, that's promising. Temple. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 5, 6, 6, 12, 14. So we can't play Emrakul if we find it, is the problem. And I think the best thing we can find is probably a Sire of 7 Deaths. I guess we could have gone for... Actually, I kind of want to hold up the Hedge Maze. I have an idea. Where we might be able to set up a Rumble and a Null Drifter. Potentially. X equals 5. Karn. I mean, I can EE for 0. EE for 0 would take out the Cat Warrior tokens. Do we want to write in Chrysalis? Unfortunately, I can't go EE for 2. I don't think I want to Writhing Chrysalis. Four, two. Cast Karn. Minus Karn. Engineered Explosives. In retrospect, I probably should have left up lands and one spawn. Fetch a Flooded Strand. Elegant Parlor. Right now I'm just trying to survive long enough to do something about the current board state. We can at least deal with Johnny's Reflexive Trigger. What I'm hoping for is they attack first. Makes the cat, and then targets what? Targets me? I still think I might need to mitigate the damage here. EE. It'll put me down to 9, a theoretical 5, so we'll do this now. They target me with the cat warrior tokens, so only take 1 down to 8. The next question is whether or not they hit me with Ragavan or hit Karn with Ragavan. If they hit me with Ragavan, we can at least then sweep the board of 2 mana value spells. Karn or me? Me. So they're confident that they can kill me before I can recover. It's a talisman. Do it. Play the talisman. You won't. White. White. A Johnny. Shoot. Am I dead? Get me down to 5. And then another 2. So I'm not dead yet. 3. I think I'm at 1. Yes, that seems right. Unless they have another creature in hand. Down to 3, a theoretical 1. Bombardment. Second bombardment's fine. I think I need to find an Ugin or an Emrakul. Other Karn doesn't cut it. Huh. I mean, a Johnny trigger kills me. So I'd need to do something about that, and I can't. I can't liquid metal coating, make Karn into a creature, attack a Johnny, because then I just die to the cat and Ragavan. I could liquid metal coating a Johnny, but then I just die to the cat and Ragavan. I can make a blocker, but I just die to a Johnny. So yes, I just die. Wait, actually. If I Bajuka Bog Self... If I Bajuka Bog Self, I can get back EE. If I get back EE, I can get rid of Bombardment of Johnny. That would work, but then we have to deal with the cat and Ragavan. Two, 4, 8, 10. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. So I wouldn't be able to do all of the above. Yeah. We'll concede. Yeah, the Bajuga Bog for the E was a play, but then we had no way to protect ourselves from the cat and Ragavan is the problem. Alright, game 2. We are on the play, so we will cut Karn, bring in Chalice, EE, and Trinisphere. Cut Gemstone, cut Ghost Quarter, and run it back. Alrighty. On the play for game 2, I will keep. In case we draw into a soul land, we'll go Temple. I will say not going Temple was a mistake on my part. It probably didn't matter, but it may have been relevant. Something just the thing about. Like I said, normally I'm more thoughtful of it, but for some reason I wasn't thinking about drawing into the K command, right? I mean, this looks like Temple either into Command or Rumble, depending. Ragavan, so it's a command then. Draw. Might go spawn. I will pass. We can draw into a soul land, we'll be in a good position. Exile Ragavan. And done. And hold. Do they have an Ajani on 2? Land. Fetch. Plains Ajani. Bombardment. This is fine. Draw. Utopia Sprawl. That's unfortunate. I kind of want to go Malevolent Rumble to try and find a land, honestly. There's the lab. That was the best case scenario. Lab, Imprint, Drift, cast Trinisphere, and pass. And hold. So they should only be able to play 1 card this turn. If they don't interact with my spawn, then I can kick them down. Molten Rain. Rude. Draw. Soul Land. K command. It actually is tempting to hold the K command here. I think I will. I mean, K command X2. That way if they play a Johnny, we can remove it before the ETB trigger resolves. ETB. Actually, no, we should do it in case they hold. Because if they're smart, they will. And done. They should have sacked it. They didn't, though. We're one short of the kicked MTGO. Draw. Ping a spawn. I'll sack in response. Emrakul. 6, 10. In that case, I will cast the MTGO spawn, non-kicked, and go Ugin Lab, imprinting the Ugin. So now we're up to 11. We're 2 short of that Emrakul. I guess I should hold up the ability to respond in case of a Molten Rain. Also, that Pride resolves. A Soul Land would get us to Emrakul. Rumble. Cast Rumble. Temple. Play Temple and hold. Right now we're at 11. Next turn we can cast Emrakul. Land, 1 card in hand. Fetch, concerning. Could be a Surveil land. Yep. Sacred Foundry into Goblin Bombardment. That's fine. Draw. So to confirm, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So yes, we will cast Emrakul for 7. Our turn, comrade. Another Ocelot Pride. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, so what we would do there is we'd play the Ocelot Pride, get City's Blessing, attack of Ocelot Pride into the Emrakul. We'd then be able to sacrifice the cats and the tokens it generates, ping opponent, and then we would be able to, from there, just win on the following turn, unless they drew into specifically a Static Prism. So good stuff there. I want Gemstone Caverns back and to cut the Chalice and run it back. I mean, it's another Trinisphere. We would like a green source, but I think I can make this work with Trinisphere on 2. A little bit slower than I'd like, admittedly. But if we draw into a green source, we're good. Keep. Pass. Punt mulligans down to 6. Keep 6. Slow start with an Elegant Parlor. That's good for us. Ugin Lab. Forest. Okay, we found a green source. Imprint. Pass. Hold just on the off chance that's relevant. Land. And a Johnny. Pass. Draw. Another Sowing Myco spawn. So there's a thought to going Malevolent Rumble here. That we can draw into or get a 7-mana value spell. That would allow us to also cast the... We did not. But we did find a temple. So I'll go temple. And then pass. Alright. We're hoping that they do not have a Molten Rain. Fetch. Plains. Molten Rain. Yikes. Pass. Take the 3. No blocks. And draw. Another rumble. Think the right move here is just to ramp. And set up a blocker. Temple. Pass. And pass. Sacred Foundry. Shocking. That's a bit concerning. 3 for Flage. Blood Moon. Blood Moon is okay. I will not flip the Johnny, so I will not block. Blood Moon we can deal with. In fact, I think Blood Moon helps me more than anything. Go Windswept Heath. And cast Chrysalis. Hold. And pass. I guess I should have attacked with the Sowing Mycospawn in retrospect. Guide of Souls resolves. Next turn we're going to kick their planes. Season Pyro. At most they'll get them 2 energy. 3-Wind Charm, Molten Rain. Or 3-Wind Charm rather. Planes. Ugh, second planes. Take the 2. Down to 11. We'll have to block at some point soon. Draw. Another Mycospawn. Play Ugin Lab. Kick Mycospawn. Kick the planes. Tempted to go Rumble. You could go Forest, we could go Rumble. Trigger. Always yield. Rumble. Yikes. We'll go for the Talisman, or Talisman, the Temple. And then pass. No attacks. And hold. Ragavan ETBs. They'll float the cat most likely. We have to take the beat is the problem. Down to 7. And draw. Plays Temple, kicks Mycospawn. Draw into a temple, I suppose. And play Trinisphere for good measure. The problem now becomes my dead on board. Okay, so say a block. Flip a Johnny. We take 5 down to 2, but we have no way to deal with a Johnny. The problems we're dead to a Bolt or Molten Rain otherwise. Actually, no, we're not. We're at 3. I think I have to keep it. Or not block it. 3, 5, 6. So 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You can play anything in our deck short of a K command. That would suck. Maybe I should have grabbed that talisman in retrospect. To block or not to block? No, we take 5 down to... Yeah, we take 5 down to 2. And they'd have me dead to rights the following turn. I'll take it. This is ugly. Final draw. Son of a... Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, we just got hit by variance. Because we didn't see any real action off our rumbles. We obviously saw the Myco spawns, which great, but not when facing down the Johnny. We got rid of one of Johnny this game, right? No, that was last game. We got rid of the Ragavan. Right. I don't have any outs, right? Even if we had flipped the Johnny and went down to 2, we could attack a Johnny all out. They would block with everything, and then we'd still die on the crackback. Yeah, there really was nothing we could do then. Shoot. Well, that's unfortunate. We'll concede. And lost for game 3. Well, sometimes win some, sometimes lose some. I should not click that button. Oh, I knew it. I shouldn't have clicked the button. That would have changed everything. Oh, come on. Well, yeah, that's why you never look at the next card, right? Because it's always the card you need, without fail. Because, yeah, if we had that swept, leaving just the Cat Warrior token, we would have been solid. We'd have been off to the races. We'd have let them attack. We would have blocked. Johnny would have triggered. We would have swept. Solid position to be in. Because they would have 0 white sources. Oh, damn. That's unfortunate. Well, as unfortunate as that is variance for you. With that being said, that there will be the end of today's video. As always, if you guys did enjoy it, please do consider hitting the like button. Comment down below if you did see any lines that I missed, any mistakes that I made, or any general feedback. For as much as I hope that you all learn from me in both my successes and my failures, I hope I can learn from you all as well. Last but not least, if you have reached this point in the video and haven't already, please do consider hitting the subscribe button as we're getting closer and closer to our next goal of 1,000 subscribers. At which point, I'll be able to begin monetizing these videos and saving up towards a streaming PC so I can stream live over on Twitch. In the meantime, though, if you do want to support me monetarily, you can do so over on my Patreon, where you can get early access to my YouTube videos as well as updates to my deck guide. With that being said, folks, I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye!